Hey, welcome! We're gonna jump right in, and in just a few minutes, we're gonna take you from a Capcut beginner to someone who can really confidently create professional-looking videos for YouTube. So, you wanna make videos that people just can't stop watching? Good, because that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're going way beyond just clicking buttons. We're gonna learn how to actually tell a story that connects. Okay, here's our game plan. We've got 5 simple steps. Think of it as our creator's ascent. We'll start with the layout, get into the fun stuff, and end with a finished video that's ready to go. All right, first things first, we've got to get comfortable with our workspace. You know, you can't build anything great if you don't know where your tools are, right? And it's no different with editing. Okay, so over on the left, you've got your media panel. This is ground zero. Everything you want to put in your video, your clips, your music, your pictures, it all starts right here. Think of it like your artist's palette. Now these 2 windows, they are your bread and butter. Down below, you've got the timeline. That's where you're the director, arranging everything. And up top is the player. That's your personal movie theater, where you see it all come together. They work hand in hand. Okay, we know the layout. Now for the fun part. Let's actually start making something. We're getting into the real heart of editing, making those cuts. This is how you create the whole vibe and rhythm of your story. So you've got a few ways to trim clips. You can do the classic split and delete, Control B, easy enough. Or you can just drag the edges of the clip. But honestly, if you want to edit fast, you gotta learn the Q and W keys. They're called ripple edits. You hit one key and bam, it deletes a whole section and pulls the timeline together for you. It is an absolute game changer for your workflow. All right, so your clips are all lined up, great. But right now, it's just a sequence. Let's add that flair, that polish that makes a video feel alive and really professional. This right here, this is a secret weapon. Keyframes. Seriously, they let you animate pretty much anything. You just set a starting point and an ending point, and Capcut does the rest. So if you want that super smooth, slow zoom in to build some drama, yep, that's a keyframe. And look, it's not just about big animations. The little things add up. Instead of a jarring cut, throw in a simple transition. Don't just slap text on the screen, make it appear with a cool animation. And please mix your audio. The music should support you, not drown you out. These details are what make people go, wow. Okay, time to level up. We're gonna dive into the stuff that really separates the beginners from the pros. This is where you start thinking like a real editor, not just someone who puts clips together. So what's in a pro's toolkit? Well, they use things like motion blur to make movement feel super smooth and cinematic. They do that cool text behind a person effect to create depth. They use masking for creative reveals. And oh man, they are obsessed with sound design to create a mood. And one last thing, always use auto captions. Seriously, it helps everyone and keeps people watching. Let's just focus on one of those for a second, because it's a huge one, motion blur. A lot of times, it's just a single checkbox you tick, but the difference is night and day. It takes any animation that looks kind of, choppy and digital, and it makes it look silky smooth, like it came out of a movie. So when you put it all together, the difference is just obvious, right? A beginner edit is just one thing after another. A pro edit? It's an experience. It's all about the pacing, the dynamic visuals, the sound. It all works together to pull the viewer in and not let them go. You did it! The creative part is done. Your video is looking amazing, but we're not quite finished. The last step is exporting, and trust me, you do not want to stumble at the finish line. Okay, screenshot this if you need to. These are the settings you want for YouTube. Go for at least 1080p, but 4K if you can. H.264 is the codec you want, and an MP4 file. And here's the key. Always match your frame rate to whatever you shot in. Get these right, and your video will look just as good on YouTube as it does on your screen. And that's a wrap. You've literally got the A to Z roadmap now, from opening Capcut for the first time to hitting that export button on a video you can be proud of. You have the tools, you have the know-how, so really, there's only one question left to ask yourself, right? What story are you going to tell first?